Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap on the Boomer Bust channel, Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host Terry, and real quick, doing another video today, just talking about NFL contracts and what guaranteed money really means. After doing the latest Roquan video, not just even the video, but reading other stuff on the internet and listening to other fans, I could see that there is fundamental misunderstanding about what actually goes into a contract and how people are being paid. After talking about Roquan's situation and the updates, basically talking about how he wants protection of his guaranteed money for off the field, on the field concerns. And a lot of people are like, well, why should we pay him if he's in jail? Or why should we pay him if he messes up? Okay, so that, again, signals to me there's a misunderstanding. So let's break it down like this. You got a couple components to a contract. Number one is your salary. So whatever you negotiate your salary, for the year, just like any other job, is broken down into those 16 games that you play. And, you get the check each week for your salary. So that, of course, is you playing football. If you are suspended, then you don't get that game check for that week. And so you don't get that, you lose in part of your salary. And that happens with any suspensions. If you're injured, of course, you still get paid because you're hurt. And so you still owe that money even though you aren't playing in the game. Now the thing that people get confused with is guaranteed money. And the reason you get confused is because guaranteed, as I've said in the last 3 videos about Roquan, guarantee is loosely used in the NFL. It's not used as it should be. Guaranteed money can be, it can be, and it usually is broken into different bonuses. So while it's called guaranteed money, it's really just almost incentivized money. And they do that as a way to keep the money if they can. So not even talking about suspensions or anything, you'll get money through different bonuses that you hear. And so number one is the signing bonus. We hear that term before. So you'll hear such and such signed a $56 million contract, $29 million of it was guaranteed, and you might hear, or 29 million is a signing bonus, the rest of it is guaranteed, whatever. So as I said, the guaranteed money can be broken into bonuses. Signing bonus is just like it sounds. You get paid for signing the contract. That is the bonus. That means we'll add this on as basically a sweetener for you to get this deal done. And so, of course, players want the biggest signing bonus as possible because that means that is the money you get right now. So as you sign that contract, or not as you sign it, but after you sign that contract, you get cut that check for that signing bonus, that money, all yours. Of course, they take the tax out and all that, but that check comes directly to you. Now, the rest of your bonus or the rest of your guaranteed money could be in many different ways. You have roster bonuses, usually for smaller players. Hey, if come week 1 you're still on the roster, or March 1st you're still on the roster, you'll get X amount of money as a bonus. Which is why you see older players on bigger contracts usually get cut around that time in the off season because they have a roster bonus coming up. And if they're still on the roster, then the team has to pay them money. And so there's those. You have workout bonuses. So for people, whatever it is, 20 workouts, 30 workouts, whatever. If you come to 90% of off season workouts, whatever number you come to terms with, you'll get X amount of money for completing those workouts. And it goes on and on. You can have number of practices. You, of course, have more incentives like stats, Pro Bowls, and, like I said, stats, whatever stat your position has, or making it to the All-Pro team. all those things, those can trigger different bonuses. And so while it's called guaranteed money, it's actually not very guaranteed at all. It's all incentivized unless it's a signing bonus. So some people saying that, oh, if Roquan does this and that, then why should we have to pay him? You aren't paying him. I mean, you already paid him. Again, if a player is suspended or if they're in jail, not on the roster, whatever, this ain't the NBA. You're not paying them if they're not on the team. And so whatever roster bonus or whatever signing bonus they negotiate, that's been paid to them already up front. And then the rest of the guaranteed money, if you're not on the team, of course you can't get it. And so whether it's a roster bonus, whether it's a workout bonus, whether it's a stat bonus, of course they can't get it if they're not playing on the team. So you already keep that money. What the NFL is doing, what the Bears are saying, is that in addition to you being suspended, which means you lose salary game checks, in addition to a fine, which if you get suspended or you get fined, of course, you have to pay out of your own money. On top of that, we want to be able to decrease the amount of guaranteed money you had. So if we agreed to $30 million guaranteed, 20 of it is signing bonus. We get that to you right now. The other 10 million is broken up into different places. Let's say Roquan gets out there, gets in a fight or whatever. He's suspended. So now he's not getting his game check. He might get a fine, but now the Bears are also saying, well, we should be able to decrease that $10 million guarantees that you have left in bonuses. Well, now it's only $7 million left in bonuses. And so the bonus is still the same. The roster bonus, the incentive, whatever it is the same, but the amount of money has decreased. So they're continually trying to take money. And so this isn't about getting kicked off. Like people keep talking about these extreme examples. If it's an extreme example, we aren't paying Roquan anyway. So that doesn't matter. Now, I mentioned before there is an extreme where a team did go to court and say, okay, that signing bonus that we gave to you up front, we want some of it back because you didn't get to play. And they won in court. Now, I don't know if they're going to win now. That was, years ago, but that's an extreme example. So what the teams are talking about is not, or what Roquan is talking about, he's not talking about, okay, if I get in trouble, you still gonna just pay me any money. No, he's talking about his guarantee money. A, his signing bonus should never come into question. And B, his other incentives should not be reduced if he gets in trouble or if, whatever happens, because he already has to lose a game check and he already has to pay a fine. One of the examples that people were talking about with this contracts are that some teams say, yeah, if you badmouth the coach or badmouth team in the media, we can reduce guaranteed money. Now, my thing is, in your contracts, teams can fine you for breaking team rules. And so if you can already fine a player $10,000 for content or conduct detrimental to the team, which can be anything, if you can already fine them, then why do you also need in the contract that you could take away guaranteed money? What they're trying to do is hit these players from like 6 different angles. And I don't see how okay, I'm not going to do that. I don't agree with it. I'm not going to say you're wrong if you agree with the Bears in the NFL. Fine, that's your option. I just don't see what the purpose is. Well, I know what the purpose is. The purpose is for teams to keep as much money as they want. So some people are calling Roquan and the agents greedy when really it's the teams that are being greedy. They want to keep as much money as possible. So when we're talking about Roquan and his situation and what he's fighting for, we're not talking about Roquan trying to be protected like I can't get suspended or anything. That's not how the league works. The league can still suspend you. And when they suspend you, you lose a game check. The league can fine you. And when you fine you, you have to pay that money. The team can still fine you. You still have to pay that money. What they're talking about is in excess of that, they want to take away some of my guaranteed money. And really, it's just a protection if the player is a bust, basically. So if the player, not really injury, but more so if they have off the field incidents where they never are on the field because they're always suspended, or if they're never achieving any of the things they set for them, they want to be able to have different loopholes to reduce the amount of money to pay the player. And to me, it's very excessive. But that's at least what we're dealing with. So understand the difference between salary, between guaranteed money, between signing bonuses, between incentives and different bonuses of that nature. Because more times than not, a team is not going to pay the full guaranteed money as a signing bonus, because that's a lot of money to give somebody at once. They want to spread it out over time and give a player more chances to lose that money, basically. So again, Roquan's not asking to be exempt from getting in trouble. What he's asking is that the money you said is guaranteed should not be touched. Y'all can touch my salary, y'all can fine me, but y'all shouldn't touch my guaranteed money. And I happen to agree. So if he was to get himself in serious trouble, he's not going to get paid anyway. So no, we're not talking about paying him on top of getting in trouble. That's not how the contracts work. So anyway, any questions, any thoughts, go ahead to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up, subscribe, share it around to get this convo started. Hope this helped out a little bit. And remember, stay up and bear down.